Hello and good morning, my fiery friends. Welcome to another Fiery Fun stream. I am your host, the Inferno Man here. Now, hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Well, hold on one second here. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Once again, I'm having a small technical issue, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke, by the way. Hold on one second. I'm going to disappear for just a moment. Boop. Hold on. Ah, I'm frozen. We're frozen for a second here. Don't worry, everybody. We got this. We got this. Whoop. Okay, don't worry. I'm still here. Just having a small little issue. And we're just going to jump right into it in just a second, everybody. Excuse me. Oh, I do apologize for that. Ooh. All right, hold on one second. There we go. Hold on. Let's see. Am I... There we go. Yay. Okay. Wait, hold on one second. It's still not... Okay, so for some reason, it'll only let me do this if I'm not clicking on certain things here. Hold on. Oh. Oop. Yep. Okay. I don't want to be frozen completely in this pose today, so hold on one second. Okay. Once again, small technical issues. Okay, hold on. We can fix this. Hold on one second. Don't worry, everybody. I will be here in just a second. Oh, hey, Dan Splinet. Thanks again for joining us today. Don't worry. The technical issues are not meant to be actually the real... It's not meant to actually be part of the joke. But we are going to play something really fun in just a second here. As soon as I can fire everything up real quick. Dang, I think everything was working like 5 minutes ago. And once again, my own stream setup decided to be foolish of me. But again, while we're loading this all up again, hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, everybody. There we go. Okay. Now we're good to look good. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Well, there we go. Arena's loading up. Awesome. Okay, so looks like everything is now functioning normally. At least I hope so for today. Yes, happy April 1st, everybody. I wasn't planning actually on streaming this early in the morning, but you know what? Why not? We can squeeze in a little bit of time before I just kind of get through my day. So what exactly are we playing today? Well, as you know, if you've seen me stream quite a few times here, I am definitely not a combo player, but I figured, why, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun today with a unique combo. So to celebrate April 1st, we're going to be playing with something that's actually really fun here. And I managed to somehow pull this off. I think it's on a budget. I mean, it was just under $100 a couple days ago, and I think it actually might have creeped up over $100, so I do apologize for that. But we're going to be playing our own fun version of an April Fool's deck led by Flubs the Fool himself. So this is definitely not an easy card to build around, but I thought, you know what, I'll take a crack at it because this card and this frog is hilarious when you manage to make it go off. So for those of you who are new to all this, here's mostly how it's going to work today. So as always, we'll be going over the whole stats of the deck. We'll talk about everything that we are trying to do with it, gameplay-wise and everything. And then, of course, we'll jump into as many matches as possible, at least on the budget version. And then when we have time, we'll jump over to the actual non-budget version for those of you that are interested to see how well the deck can do overall. So that's the game plan for today, everybody. Let's go ahead, let's jump into the stats of the deck because longtime viewers of the channel know how we do it. We have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So our April Fool's deck today, led by Flubs, is going to be teamer colors. So it's going to be, of course, blue, red, and green. Average mana curve does look a little high at 3.0, but don't worry, we have many ways of getting lands out quick. We're going to be rocking total 24 creatures in the deck. We'll be having 12 instants, 15 sorceries, 8 artifacts, 8 enchantments, and 40 lands. So with that, how is Flubs going to work, and what is this card even about? So he is definitely a goofy little frog here that actually has a really unique ability here. So Flubs the Fool, if for those that don't know, came from Bloomburrow Commander, and he's a teamer colored 0/5 Frog Scout that says you may play an additional land on each of your turns. So we get an extra land drop out of it, which is really nice. However, whenever we play a land or cast a spell, we could draw a card if we have no cards in hand. Otherwise, you have to discard a card. So definitely a clunky card if you don't know how to build around him very well. And not going to lie, I'm definitely not the best when it comes to deck building. I'm sure some of you who have seen my previous couple streams right now know that I'm not the best, but we're going to take a crack at him and do it my way. So as far as how we're going to make this work today, we're going to try to dump out our hand And then once we bring down Flubs, we should hopefully be able to refuel really quickly and start going off with a bunch of extra cards that'll give us a ton of card draw, and we're going to try to get as much value off of that. So technically Flubs is not a landfall deck, but we're going to try to treat it as such, and we'll try to play as many cards as possible that take advantage of his ability, where we don't care about losing cards or putting them into the graveyard, or at least maybe allowing us to recast cards from the graveyard while we keep putting more and more lands out on the field. So as far as how the deck is going, hold on one second. Excuse me. Ugh, just gross. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Let's go over the whole deck itself, and then, oh, well, they look like they are damaged. Oh yeah, so that's part of the April Fool's joke. They look like very worn cards. Like if you had like paper cards and like you've played for them forever, that's how they look all worn out. To be honest though, I kind of like the aesthetic because I definitely know how that looks for some of my older cards that completely look like they've been around forever. Any case, so let's go over, of course, every single card of the deck, and then we'll try to do this as quick as possible. So first off, on the 1-drop slot here, we have an offer you can't refuse. We can counter a non-creature spell and create some treasure tokens. If we have to, we can counter one of our spells to kind of give us some pseudo ramp with treasures. We'll also utilize Wash Away here because, again, this is just mostly to counter someone else's commander as they try to cast it. Clockwork Percussionist here. If it dies, we can exile the top card of our library, so it kind of gives us a little bit of an extra hand, if you will, by giving us one extra card. Faithless Looting, allowing us to just draw some cards, discard cards. With Flubs, if we have to throw this away, not a big deal because it has flashbacks, allowing us to recast it from the graveyard. Strike It Rich here is again for pseudo ramping by making us treasure tokens. Same thing, it has flashbacks, so we can always recast it from our graveyard. Haywire Might here allows us to, of course, sacrifice it if we need to just exile something that we just don't want to deal with. It's an artifact or an enchantment that's non-creature related. Elvish Mystic again for ramping, same with Land of War Elves. Banefire here, not too often we use this, but this actually could be a fun little way to kind of give us a pseudo finisher for the deck. If we ramp out enough lands, we should be able to cast a Banefire and then hit them to face, and it can't be damaged. The damage can't be prevented, and the spell can't be countered if we then adjust the cost high enough. In the 2-drop slot here, we'll have Disdainful Stroke here, same thing, more counterspell shenanigans, and again, who doesn't feel foolish if they run into a counterspell themselves? We'll have Just the Wind here. It has the Madness ability, so if we throw this away, we can cast it for 1 mana, and it allows us to bounce back something to our opponent's hand. Negate here for more counterspell shenanigans, same with Long River's Pull. We can also gift something if we need to make sure it's a hard counterspell if we need to in a pinch. Thassa's Oracle was one of the cards that I was kind of debating for the budget deck, and not gonna lie, I did not realize, wow, this card is actually now almost $20 for a single copy. Ugh, that's gross, by the way. I remember I actually got a copy when it was only $5. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is Thassa's Oracle is here just as a backup option if it all falls apart and we run out of cards. This can just be our final piece that we can utilize to just kind of cast and just ensure we can still kind of mess with our opponent and still win the game, even if we run out of cards. Cathartic Pyre here, same thing, does a little bit of spot removal if we need to, or we can use it to discard some cards to then draw some extra cards. First Day of Class does look a little weird in this deck, but hear me out for a second here. This card, of course, is just allowing us to give all of one of our creatures that enter into the battlefield +1/+1 counters and give them haste until end of turn. However, with the Learn ability, while we can't use this in Brawl, we can utilize it still to discard a card and draw a card. So it kind of works with our game plan, depending on how it overall handles with our deck. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, yeah, Cookie, I see you over on Instagram chatting with us. Yo, Inferno Man, can't stay because I have chess club today, but I wish you the best of luck on your stream. Cheers and burn bright. Oh, well, have a wonderful time over at the chess club. And again, hopefully you win or hopefully just enjoy your day. Take care, and again, glad for you to drop by for just a little bit here. Always be sure to burn bright, my fiery friend. Okay, anyway, now jumping back over to the other side real quick, we have Highway Robbery here. Same thing. You'll notice that a lot of our cards are trying to discard before Flubs' ability goes off. And I'll talk about how to get the most value out of Flubs in that way in just a little bit. With the plot mechanic, you can put this away for a little bit and then cast it later on for free if we need to in a pinch. Reckless Impulse here allows us just to exile some cards and put them away to the side for a little bit until we can play them until the end of our next turns, which is great for us to kind of give us a, again, exiling cards can give us a second hand, if you will. I guess I would consider it maybe a third hand if you kind of consider the graveyard as our hand, but you kind of get what I'm trying to say. As far as getting us extra land drops with all the cards we're going to be drawing, we have Druid Class here. It allows us to gain some life with our landfall ability, and also if we get it to level 2, we can then play some additional lands, which is great for us. Explorer is going to also, same thing, allows us to draw some more cards, put some more lands onto the battlefield. Into the north for, again, additional ramping since we have Snowlands. Lotus Cobra here, when it does trigger its landfall ability, we get some extra mana out of it, allows us to keep casting our spells. Stump Stomp here can either be utilized as a pseudo spot removal, or it can be a tap land in a pinch. Arcane Signet, because we're 3 colors, we want to make sure we fix our mana just right. Stormkirk Occultist here. This is going to be a 3/2 trampling vampire horror here. If it deals combat damage to a player, we can exile some cards from our library, and then we can play those cards, so it kind of gives us a little bit of extra pseudo card draw, if you will. And of course, with the Madness ability, you can be able to cast this for only 2 mana, which is pretty nice. Valakut Exploration, same thing. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's an actual win con, but it's an alternate way for us to make sure we can get more cards out into the pseudo hand that is exile for us. And if we don't need them, we can just burn our opponent out that way. Witty Roastmaster here has the Alliance ability, so if another creature enters, it can ping our opponent for 1. You may not see we have that many creatures to cast per se, but hear me out. We have a way of making that work. Balagan Recovery here, same thing as a tap land at a pinch, or we can use it to just bring back another card we can recast. Clifftop Lookout here is just for ramp purposes. Also, it's a frog, so it's kind of like a nice little bonus here. But again, it just helps us keep getting our game plan going. We'll also utilize Cultivate here to bring out some basic lands. Dryad Ilson Grove allows us to fix everything to the right colors we do need, and also allows us to play additional lands. Dryad Revival here, same thing. Bring back another card from our graveyard to our hand. Flashback allows us to then replay this later on in the game. Ramanov Excavator can help us replay lands from our graveyard if we have to throw them away to Flubs' ability. Spelunking here ensures that all of our tap lands here actually come into play untapped, which is great for us. And also the card draw is just really nice. We will have Tireless Provisioner here. Oh, are we getting rated? Well, that's kind of cute. That's fun for us. Okay, well, thanks again for joining us, everybody, for that's kind of popping up for now. We're going to go over our tech deck right now about our April Fool's deck. So real quick, I'm just going to try to wrap this up as fast as possible. Oh, hello. Welcome, my friend, Real Hirand. Thanks again for joining us today. Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Sorry, I'm going to try to wrap up this deck real quick, and we'll try to play as many matches as possible with our Flubs the Fool deck. Okay, so real quick, everybody, for all of my others that are watching right now, excuse me. Tireless Provisioner here, 3 mana, landfall ability. Allows us to then just create some food tokens, get some treasures out there. We'll have Wayward Swordtooth here. Will be allowing us to, again, get more lands. Allows us to then make our City's Blessing trigger off, and then we have a big dinosaur to just beat down our opponent. Courser of Crewfix here allows us to, again, just look at cards from the top of our library. Allows us to trigger landfall for some more life gain. We have Raeli here. As we're discarding cards, this will get pumped up a ton, so we can just smash through with Raeli if we need to, and also help us draw some more cards as we discard things. Rush of Inspiration. Again, we're not an energy deck, but again, the ability to just draw some cards. It's a tap land in a pinch, and then we can, of course, utilize this later on. It's great. Chromatic Lantern fixes all of our lands to what we need to. Palladium Mirror for more ramping because it makes colorless mana. Behold the Multiverse and Chemist's Insight allows us to do some card draw, but of course, we can then use the Foretell ability to put it away. We can use Chemist's Insight to jumpstart what we need to. Deep Analysis, same thing also. Draw 2 cards, flashback it for 2 mana and 3 life. Big Score here, same thing. With this, we can also just discard, make some treasure tokens, do more of our ramping shenanigans. Past in Flame here. This is, again, one of our big spells here. Oh, man, this is actually a really cool card here. If we time this card right, we can then bring back all of our instants and sorceries from our graveyard utilizing Flashback, and then just recast what we need to do everything we want. This is actually a really sweet card for us to kind of help beat down our opponent and finish off the game. Spitfire Lock does trigger off by burning our opponent as long as we get more lands onto the battlefield. Storm's Wrath is one of our small wraths here, but is actually really sweet for our deck. Timeless Witness here, just bring back more cards, and also we can eternalize it later on to just bring back yet another card. Captain Howler's Sea Scourge here, as we keep discarding cards, this is another one of our beatdown creatures here with Raeli, so it's great for us as we keep discarding stuff. Song of Creation here, it kind of does the same thing Flubs does. So again, as we are playing more lands, we can just draw more cards as we cast spells. We have to discard at the end of our turn, but that's not a big deal for us, because again, we have many ways of bringing cards back. Lier, Disciple of the Drowned, if this manages to stick on the battlefield, oh man, we can then cast a ton of our stuff over and over again. It makes it very hard for our opponent to deal with what we're trying to do. Burn down the house for more wrathing, or we can use it to make some devil tokens if we need to make some blockers. As far as what I mentioned earlier with Witty Roastmaster and all of our landfall stuff, this is now one of the other payoffs. We have Elsthorn's Giant, Spore Mound here, and Zendikar's Royal. These will all make us a bunch of extra little tokens here. So even though maybe Flubs may throw away some of our cards, we don't care because we'll be able to then get a lot of extra bonuses by getting a ton of landfall triggers out and making a ton of tokens to hopefully beat down our opponent here. We'll utilize Tatyova, Benthic Druid here. If we, of course, just put some more lands out, draw some cards, gain some life, so it's great for stabilization. Almost done, everybody. We'll have Drowned Truth here. This is either a tap land or it can be an Eldrazi 7/6, and then we can make some tokens if we need to just do some more ramping. And then finally here, if we manage to get everything going off, one with the Multiverse is also one of our major spells here. They can just smash through everything because first spell is free, and then we can just keep looking at the top card of our library and play land. So this is amazing for us for the whole deck overall. Now, in terms of for the land base, again, the first half of the stream is going to be the budget version, and of course, we'll talk about the non-budget version later on. So, with that, we'll utilize some snow-covered islands, snow-covered mountains, snow-covered forests, and every tap dual land you can think of. Eroded Canyon, Prismarty Campus, Silver Bluff Bridge, Swiftwater Cliffs, Volatile Fjord, Bristling Backwoods, Highland Forest, Racer's Ring, Rugged Highlands, Slagwood Bridge, Lush Oasis, Quadrix Campus, Rimewood Falls, Tangle-Proof Bridge, Thornwood Falls, and then all of our utility lands that will help us bring out what we need to, so we can pseudo do some ramping and fixing with Bountiful Landscape here. Frontier Bivouac, Arid Archway bouncing back one of our lands to help us replay it. Broker's Hideout here. Cabaretti Courtyard, Command Tower, Ghost Quarter, Maestro's Theater, Promising Vein, and Volatile Fault to finish off everything. Woo! Okay. So, apologize for that, everybody. Sorry it took so long there, but as always, I like to go over every single card in the deck before we get started. But otherwise, thanks again for joining us. Oh, Jekyll Hyde for following us. Thanks again for that follow, my fiery friend. Glad you could be here today. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. So, okay. Whew, I'm out of breath for a second there. But finally, let's go ahead. Let's get our April Fool's deck going here. So let's jump in. Let's play as many matches as we can in the next hour or so and see how well our deck can do. And don't worry, again, we will talk about the upgrades a little bit later on. So let's jump in and let's see how well we can do. Hello there, my fiery friend. Again, hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. You're about to see right now. We're going to get into it right now, and we're going to be having some fun.
It's time to do.
Okay, I know it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, but hey, April Fools, everybody, having fun with that little sound chip I have there. Okay, so, oh, it's nice to see some Brawl action. Well, yeah, you picked a great day for that because I was ready for this one. This is actually a fun one, and we'll see how well the deck does. So let's go say, all right, so we got Wayward Swordtooth here, Storm's Wrath, Palladian Mirror. So we have tons of ramp here, which is great. We should be able to get out Flubs no problem with this hand. And if it all goes bad, well, we can Wrath away the board against our opponent here. So let's see, what do we got here? Sovereign. Oh, Keyneck Ahu. Okay, so it's the Cat Noble. So we're going to be dealing with a bunch of 1/1/1/1 counters. So we'll see how this goes. Didn't split it. Yep, looks like we're getting a little bit of Fool's Raid, if you will. All right, so let's see how this does, everybody. Let's go ahead and try. Let's see, what do we put out first? I guess we'll put out the Lush Oasis. Ping our opponent for 1. Okay, and we also got the Thoughtless Oracle. So this is, again, our backup plan if it all falls apart. But we'll see right now how well we can do with this. Okay, opponent plays nothing. Not a big deal. All right, with that, I guess we'll play the Eroded Canyon next. Ping our opponent again. Down to 23. Okay. Come on, opponents. Show me what you got. Bring it on. Okay, they're getting their ramp on too, which is fine. Opponents. Okay, we got Bountiful Landscape, which is great. And then with that, we'll play... I guess we'll play the Wayward Swordtooth so we can get the extra land drop out. Although I suppose now I probably could bounce away the other land right now so we can replay it. So we'll get the Bountiful Landscape back. Okay. Alright, so with that, Flubs should be coming down quick. 1 with the Multiverse, we need 8. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 currently. Okay. Oh, our opponent is trying to get cheeky now, huh? Alright, well, how do we do this here? Okay, so, Tireless Provisioner. We want to make sure we can get that treasure ASAP. Okay, get the treasure. Snow-covered forest. Get another treasure. Oh man, this is going to be so sweet here. Alright, Palladium Mirror. Okay, I think now we have what we need. We swing here with Wayward Swordtooth. That's great. It's going to get some damage in. There we go, down to 18. Alright, nice. Very nice. Okay, opponents. This is going to be so good here. So we have 1 with the Multiverse ready to go, waiting in the wings. Chain of Custody. Oh. Okay, our opponent gets rid of our Tireless Provisioner. Annoying. But it's okay, everybody. Not going to be mad. Oh, Greater Oromancy. Alright. Well, no blocks yet. We want to get down with the Multiverse now. So that's going to be our plan right here now. Okay, 1 with the Multiverse. Okay, so with that, Bridge. We will play... Actually, do we want to Wrath now? I think we can Wrath now because now we have what we need. We lose the mirror, but that's not a big deal for us. We at least get rid of their commander for a moment there. And we have the Provisioner back in hand. They're down to 13. Nice. We might actually be able to close this out even before we need Flubs out. So this is actually sweet. Ornithopter of Paradise. That's fine. Opponents. Ooh, they sacrifice it. That's good for us. All right, opponents. Time's running out. Okay. Well, we came here for one thing, everybody, so we have come here for flubs. So let's go ahead. Let's play our adorable frog. Chromatic Lantern going off. And then we will throw away... I guess we don't need the Thassa's Oracle anymore. We might be able to go off just here. And then Song of Creation. All right. And then, okay. So this is also now where it's important for flubs. Go full control with him so that way you can then readjust your triggers. So this is what we want to do here. Oh, man, this is so awesome here. Okay. So first off, flubs. Readjusted. So we can just draw a card. Nice. And then we draw 2 cards off of that. Okay. Now we're talking. And then we will get 2 more lands. Hey, the deck's doing its thing. We're ramping like for days here. Make our treasure. And then snow-covered forest. We will lose a land here, but that's not a big deal because we have plenty now of ramping. So you can see right here, this is what makes flubs so powerful. Okay. Oh, hold on one second. Ooh, okay. Spitfire Lock instead. We'll play that instead. Triggers again readjusted. We'll throw away the snow-covered forest. Not a big deal for now. We'll just draw 2. And let's see. Get that resolved. Maestro's Theater. It's working! It's doing it! Treasure. Ping our opponent for 1. Maestro's Theater goes off. Alright. So. Feeling it, everybody. Alright, we will get... You know what? I don't... Doesn't even really matter what we get at this point. We're just slowly trying to go off here. I'm sorry, opponent. I do apologize if this deck feels like it takes a while, but we definitely want to go off here. Okay. I think we're good. Swing. All right, opponent. 2 cards in hand. Nothing? Oh, Flubs is ridiculous. Oh. Oh, did we miss another land trap? Okay, well, I guess we'll take that one. This is great. Okay, we'll discard the card, and then we throw away everything else. Okay. Well, opponents, your move. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And then, wow, we got... I think we had enough there, and our opponent... They've had enough. All right, victory for us. All right. Yeah. Flubs, everybody. Making our opponent feel like a fool right now. Oh, man, that was fun. I mean, we didn't really go off heavily there, but you saw Flubs, once he starts doing his thing... Oh, this deck is powerful, and it's not too shabby too. I think the version we're having right now, I think is just barely $100. It was $98 2 days ago, and then the price kind of creeped up a little bit from some of the other cards that have been going up in price. But the point I'm trying to make though is the deck is definitely fun. It is tricky to work with though. So again, I remind everybody, make sure you're adjusting your triggers if you're playing this in Arena. If you want to play this in paper, you totally can. It probably would be maybe a little bit easier to do in paper. I guess that depends on how you build it. But okay. Initial thoughts, everybody. Like Flubs? Have you seen other people play Flubs? I know Flubs is technically... Well, I should say, ironically, for a card that's called Flubs the Fool, most of the time I've seen Flubs played at serious competitive levels. Actually like CDH levels, so... I guess it's kind of interesting for me to see that. Lord Brimmer, thanks again for that comment there. I love Flubs. Honestly, this is the first time I've actually been seriously playing with Flubs. And honestly, I've been missing out. This guy is actually hilarious if you just allow him to do his thing. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about this card. Okay, so our opponent put out a Leyline of Anticipation here. Okay, so they're going to try to flash and think. Okay, so they're playing Go Shintai here. All right, well, Shrines. We'll see. Can we beat Shrines? And again, our deck is maybe a budget deck, but it can still do put in some work. So we'll put down Clockwork Percussionist, and we'll see if our opponent's going to try to flash out as many shrines as possible. Either way, bring it on, opponents.
It's time to do.
Yeah. Fool's Gambit, if you will. Yes, that's exactly my thought process. All right, Lotus Cobra coming down. So we have, as you see, many, many different ways of doing our thing here. In Search of Greatness. Okay. This is going to be a problem for us later on. Guess we'll find out here. Opponents, what do you got? Okay, they draw. Okay. All right, opponent. What else you got? 4 cards in hand. Okay, so they're just going to flash out everything at this point. I'm not surprised there. Oh, Thanks again for the subscription there. Thanks again for joining us there, my fiery friend, over on YouTube here. Let's see, Renter Anime. And, all right, well, hold on one second, everybody. Let me see this. Let me see what we can do here. Rimewood Falls. All right, and then we will get green. We can play Land of War Elves. All right, and then I'll wait for the Reckless Impulse. We're still in the early part of the game. I want to see if our opponent does anything else here. We'll swing with just the Clockwork. It's tempting for Lotus, but I'm worried since they can flash in things here. Okay, so I figured they will do that. They may flash in a shrine that I might have a problem with, so we'll just do that. Okay, so our opponent's still doing their thing here. Lord Brimmer, I have one as well in paper. It's decked out in one-piece sleeves, and I call it the Flubs Piece is Real. I love that. That's actually great. Ooh. Maybe I might want to get Flubs for myself for my future collection. He's actually pretty interesting overall from what I've seen. All right, so here, how do we do this here? Okay, Arid Archway. This will make us bounce back a land, but it's not a big deal for us because we will get that mana back with Lotus Cobra. So let's bounce back our snow-covered forest. We make the mana again. Although I keep reminding myself I really should be in a full control mode if I'm going to play this deck, because there's going to be some things that I probably am going to mess up on here, so bear with me, everybody, but I'm going to try. All right, in any case, swing with just the Percussionist in case that they bring in another shrine. Maybe. Found it. Okay, just chump blocking. No big deal. Okay. Don't worry. It's just me flexing, everybody. Okay, so I figured they did have something, but they didn't, surprisingly, they didn't cycle just to kill the Clockwork? I'm guessing they don't want to give us the card, that's why. But in any case, they have a Shark. And we're ready to go off soon here with Flubs. Hopefully it should be enough. We just need to get maybe one or two key cards. Okay, so Dryad is good. That's good for us. Okay. So, Dryad to the Ilsa Grove. So we can get an additional land drop of that, which is great. Alright, so with that, snow-covered forest. Now all we just need to do is get some card draw going. We should be in business here. Alright, so with that, get red. Quadrix Campus. Then Splinit. So I got myself into a controversial situation. Oh, what happened? You tell me, my good friend? Do we want Flubs now? Let's Reckless Impulse instead. Let's see what we get. Gotta get some card draw going. And I think then maybe we can get Flubs out. Okay, Passing Flames. Alright. Interesting. Okay. This time we'll not do attack. And we'll just wait it out. Okay, opponents. What do you got? What does our opponent have? Okay, so they do bring in now their commander. So Go Shintai coming in. Alright. Now the real match begins. 2 cards in hand they know of. They don't know of our final card here, actually in our hand here. Flubs hopefully should be able to go off here on this next turn. That's what the hope is right now. Okay. Do they make us mill? I mean, we actually don't care about the mill because we can flashback a lot of things, which is not a big deal for us. Okay, so here we go. All right. Full control for Flubs. All right. This is where the fun begins, everybody. Hopefully we should be able to go off here again. At least I hope so. Oh, okay. So they brought back Shark Typhoon. Okay. Is that going to hurt us? I guess we'll find out here. So with that, oh man, maybe I should have actually got Burn Down the House first. Well, let's see. Okay. Snow covered. So we make the land. We will discard the one in our hand. Actually, maybe I should have done that the other way. Whoops. Okay. It's fine, everybody. It's fine. We can still make this work. Not a big deal. We will Passing Flames. We will throw away our Burn Down the House. And then we'll then be able to recast everything. Which is not much, but we'll try. Reckless Impulse. That allows us to draw some cards. Exile some cards. Okay. And then Lush Oasis. Ping our opponents. Still nothing in hand, so we can still draw another card, which is great. But yeah, Den Splendid, let me know what happened with you. I'm curious to know. Snow-covered forest. Make some more land drops. And we keep drawing cards. Green. And then Wayward Sawtooth. We will lose our Maestro's Theater here, so that's okay for now. But don't worry, we can always bring it back. There we go. Getting all of our lands in. Storm's Wrath, okay. That might be helpful for later. Oh, actually, Actually, no, we probably don't need that just yet. Okay, and then we'll go out of full control mode. Okay. All right, opponents. What's going on there? What do you got? They got 4 cards in hand. We have 1 card ourselves. I mean, we could technically Wrath if we really, really need to, but we're going to try to avoid it. It's tempting, but that hurts us more than it hurts them. Oh, okay, a Banefire is not bad either. Okay, so let's see here. How do we do this? There has to be a way we can do it. Okay. I think I might have to... Okay. Banefire. We will... Actually, how much can we Banefire for? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage. That's not enough, though. Okay. Actually, hold on. Maybe we'll, hold on. Wait, I think I can do this. Okay, so. I think if we go to face, so that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, okay. I think we can do this. 11, I think, to face. Okay, there we go. Hit him hard real quick here. We do lose the Wrath, but that's fine. Oh, actually, I probably could have cast for 1 more mana. That's okay. Not a big deal, everybody, right? Right? So I think we can pass in Flames and hopefully burn them out next turn. That's the plan right now. Down to 5. Okay. Swing. And I guess swing with Sawtooth? Do they block? At all. Technically, the Sawtooth is lethal, so we'll see. Does our opponent block? Do they chump? Okay, they do chump block. Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's a choice, opponent. And we will... Hold on. We want to take out Goshintai. Commander down. So losing the Sawtooth is not a big deal, though. Exile a card. We won't be able to cast as many lands, but we have a ton already as is. Okay, just the wind. Okay. That might be helpful for later on. Dan Splendid, another individual on YouTube that used to be my friend. Well, it's complicated. To get to the point, I'm myself in Ukrainian, so... Hold on. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Our opponent actually had an answer there. Okay. Well, annoying as that is, we technically can still win. At least I think we can. If I pass in Flames, I think we might be able to pull it off here. Okay, Banshee Light. Okay, they're just trying to make tokens. I think that's what they were doing. I was like, wait, why are they playing that now? Okay. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? I think we'll recast Flubs. Broker's Hideout. We'll get to draw a card off of that. We're going to try to rebuild our mana here just a smidge. Let's get out another snow-covered forest. Lapon. Hello, Mr. Inferno Man and chat. Oh, welcome, my fire friend. Thanks again for joining us today. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Right now you're seeing us trying to go off here with Flubs before it's too late. But yeah, again, you're having a wonderful day where you're at. Where are you from? And then, sorry, Dan Splendid, you were mentioning, to get to the point myself in Ukrainian, so we used to be friends. He's very pro-Russian, so basic terms, he believed anything Russia did to my country just is now targeted as Russophobic. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my fire friend. I do apologize for that, Dan Splendid. I don't know if you can amend things. I hope you can, just for the sake of your friend. But yeah, that sounds like a really bad situation there. I honestly don't even know what I can say except I hope things do get better for you. So yeah, that is a shame, my friend. But hopefully, again, hopefully your day will get better. That's all. That's the best I could wish for you. Ferrari's Wake. Okay, our opponent here. Dark Typhoon. All right, they're trying to build up all of their stuff. Lear here, once it's down, we should be able to just go off here very easily. Lapon, you're from Germany. Oh, well, welcome. I realize I'm starting to get quite a few European friends, which is nice. The Inferno Man here going international. Okay, so let's see. Wait, can we do this here? Hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. Do we have lethal here? I think we have lethal. Do we do it? Did we do it? We did it! Burn to the face! There we go! That's why I have Banefire, everybody. Yes! Victory! Alright. Alright. Wow, we were able to do what I didn't think we were going to get the burn win there, but we did. So, yeah, that was great. Wow, Flubs, everybody. Gets a ton of lands out and just burns your opponent. No one probably saw that coming. All right. Felt good about that one. All right, all right, all right. Very nice. Okay, we'll get into the next match here. So while we're loading that up, looking over to the chat real quick. I'll just send pictures, proof to make it more clear. Oh, if you can, yeah, definitely. If you wanted, you can put those, of course, into the Discord, and I'll check, and I'll kind of follow up with you there later on, my friend. But again, hopefully, things will get better for you. I'm really sorry that that situation is. Nobody wants to lose friends over something that honestly doesn't. And I'm not trying to make this, not trying to get too serious with this, but I know this is if this is something that bothers you, like I do want to make sure you're okay. It's prime time in Europe right now, so for people watch and do stuff. Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, apologize being the herpy-derpy American little fireball that I am. Sometimes I forget my time slots as to what's going on. So yeah, right now for me, it's barely about to be noon over here in the Americas where I am. Lord Brimmer, good game, love it. Yeah, that was a good one. I was really happy with how that one turned out. I honestly was not expecting to win there after the farewell, but some way, somehow, we managed to squeeze out a win. So, yeah, feel good. Okay, so we got the bridge down. We can then ramp with our treasures here, and hopefully we should be able to beat down our opponent very quickly here. We got the Banefire one more time. This should be good. What is our opponent playing? They're playing Sauron here. Ooh. Sauron's a little scary if he goes off, but we're going to see if we can try to get around him. Okay, Robin Excavator will be nice for later. So, let's see. How do we do this? Bountiful Landscape. Strike it rich. Make a treasure. And then we pass. Oh, neat. Same time zone here. I have the day off, so I'm just cruising through streamers. Oh, okay. So you're also here on the same side as me. Well, welcome, fellow friend right here. Hold on one second. Please sacrifice his land. Okay, what do we want to fix for? I think we should probably get... We got the green already. Actually, we might as well just make this an additional green because we want to make sure we have enough green mana. Okay, great. We also got the island, so that's good. We can cultivate. We'll get out this time a red. And we'll get another green. Put out the red. That's good. And then we'll pass. All right, so we're getting our ramp on. This is good. We have plenty of ramp now to get to Flubs quickly here. Again, same thing. The whole game plan is to go off here quick. Sent. Okay, I'll check that out when I have some more time, Densplinit. But again, thanks again for doing that, my friend. But as always, hopefully, I know I can't really do much over on this side here. But again, hopefully things will get better for you. And one more time, again, you're always a friend to me, whatever is going on. You're always welcome with me. So I'm happy that you're at least here with me today. Okay, so back to the game here real quick. Let's see. Let's play the lock right now. We probably won't get too much value out of him. I'm expecting him to die, but we will see if we can try to get this going here. Take our farm for one, and then we'll pass. So if I'm guessing, our opponent's going to try to get some buffed Nazguls here going off once they have Sauron out, and that might be a bit of a problem for us, but we'll try. Our opponent's definitely going to remove that. Yep. Okay, they swing. So it's got the knife wound on it, so we have to pay the 2. Okay, Palladium Mirror is not bad either, so that'll help us ramp as well. Palladium Mirror. We'll get out Volatile Fjord. Our opponent for 1. And then we will go from there. No attacks, of course. Okay, opponents. Bring it on. I'm still ready for ya.
It's time to do.
Never get tired of doing that. The One Ring, well, annoying, but I guess I'm not gonna lie. That's on flavor for this deck, so can't hate on that, right? Okay, so let's see. Snow-covered mountain there. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? I think Ramanov Excavator coming down. Flubs, which may look a little strange right now, but hear me out on this. Make our land drops. We will throw away a snow-covered forest, but that's fine because we can always just recast it later on, like right now. Okay, so now we can get our ramp engine going. We'll throw away Promising Vein. We will sacrifice this land. And we'll start going off here. And then get our forest. We can't really do any damage to our opponent right now, but this is fine because all we're just focusing on is just getting our lands going. And then hopefully we can get one of our card draw engines going, or if nothing else, Flubs can then just handle that for us. Okay, opponents. 5 cards in hand. Sauron's still a little ways away. But we'll see. Can we beat out the Dark Lord? Good question, everybody. Also, forgot to mention, once we get to the halfway point of the stream, I will jump to the non-budget version. We'll give that a spin. But that version is technically a little different than this one, but I guess it depends also, because our opponent here, definitely getting a little cheeky here with our Nazgul. If it weren't for the Death Touch, we could easily just block it. We need Spitfire Lock alive a little bit longer, though, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. All right, so, okay, how do we do this here? I think we can... Ghost Quarter. Ping our opponents. We throw away the Bivouac. We can then replay it later on. Here's how we do this. There's no fetch land. Ping our opponents. We will throw away Timeless Witness. We will recast her later. Okay, so then from here... Let's see, Sauron's going to require a little bit more... Wait, hold on. Let's do it this way. Okay. Sack. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out like the best way I can just beat our opponent here. Snow-covered forest. Ping our opponent again. Ghost Quarter away. Their land. Okay, they'll have to get a new fetch. That's fine for us. There is definitely another card from Tarkir that's coming out next week that definitely would give this deck another big boost in the future. But until then, let's see here. Okay, I think that might be it for now. I think we could Banefire our way here. So it's, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. So, or maybe we could do it now. Let's do it now, actually. If we don't have anything else in hand, we can still draw everything we need, so. Okay, clock is ticking. Don't worry. We'll get this down, everybody. Okay. Hit our opponent here for 10. Big burn. Big burn here. And we get to draw another card. That's great. Opponents. Okay, so we did get a Clockwork Percussionist. That's okay. Down to 10. Now, if we can get one of our flashback cards, then we pretty much can lock out our opponent here really quickly. But it depends. Either way, Spitfire Lock still can help us kind of go off here really quickly. No attacks, of course. We just want to keep everything in play. Okay, opponents. The One Ring is also going to slowly ping you out, too. But can we get there? Oh, man, we're so close to getting another victory here. Man, Flubs is fun. And I'm usually not even a... I usually don't consider myself typically a combo player. Okay, so opponent did beat down our little plan here. Annoying, but that's fine. Not a big deal for us. We could still get there. Opponent swings. Okay, Nazgul doing its thing. Alright, another swing too. That's fine. Maybe. Opponent's really planning this out. Okay, no blocks. I cannot risk if they have any removal that's going to try to beat down Flubs here, so that's why we're going to have to do that. Take action again. Okay, so how do we do this here? Clockwork Percussionist. Flubs makes us lose the land drop, but that's okay. Clockwork is planning on being a blocker next turn for sure. Okay, and then we will Timeless Witness. Eternalize that. Sent even more proof. Okay. Okay, so here's what we do. We get the Banefire back. Oh, man, this is so good here. All right, Banefire's back in our hand. And then we will pass here. No attacks. Unless if our opponent has a way to steal Banefire, I think we have this now locked in for another victory here. But let's see. Can we beat down our opponent? We're so close right now. Oh, man, so close, so close, so close. Also, while our opponent is trying to take their sweet time figuring out what to do right here, if you do like any of the content, everybody, and you do want to support this little fireball here and helping us grow our circle of fiery friends, you know what to do. You probably have seen already in the chat already. You can like, follow, and subscribe to me wherever you watch the content so you don't miss out on any of the gameplay, booster pack openings, deck techs, live streams, and so much more. We on this channel do try to stream at least 2 times a week. And then we try to put out a new YouTube video at least once a week. We'll squeeze in every so often YouTube Shorts, or I guess you would say, what, Instagram Reels? Either way, small form content is available in between the big stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff depending on however much time you do want to enjoy reading or watching what we do. And I do appreciate that. If you want to be a true fiery friend, if you haven't seen it already, we also have a Patreon where I throw up a bunch of bonus footage that usually does not make it into YouTube videos. So I'll start again throwing up there some more exclusive stuff for the paid viewers. But either way, even if you don't want to do that, you can also simply just join us on our Discord here. We will have a big growing group of fiery friends that I'm hopefully having. And again, we can have a lot of fun there just chatting about anything and everything you want. It can be Magic, but it doesn't have to be. It can be whatever you want to do. So either way, your support helps keep this channel and these streams going. So I do appreciate that, everybody. And thank you again one more time for everyone that has joined us today. Okay. Opponent is swinging. Big swing here. Can we survive? We just need to survive one hit. Just one hit. That's it. At this point, Spitfire Lock basically can be now sacrificed. Clockwork Percussionist takes the 5 here. Let's see. Okay, that puts us at 7 Exacxies. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're all tapped out, though. That's good. Block here, there. And I think we should be good. Down to 4. Clockwork Percussionist dice, but the monkey does give us 1 card. Okay. And there we go, everybody. Our opponent knew what was going to happen, and they gave up already. Yes! Woo! Victory! Yeah! All right. Feeling really good about that. Wow, flubs, everybody. Making our opponent look like fools on April Fool's Day. Oh, man, I love this deck, by the way. It's so much fun. And actually, again, I'm surprised at how well it's doing on a budget. So you know what? I'm feeling good. Let's get one more budget round in, and then we'll gotta give a try to the non-budget one. I'll definitely say right now, Flubs, the ceiling on Flubs is huge because you can definitely really pump up Flubs if you want to become an extremely strong card. Like, if you really, really want to go out. Like, I've seen, because when I was trying to build this deck, I was trying to get inspiration from a couple other players out there and trying to see what other lists are there. You can definitely go super silly with him. You can go really, really big. And you can literally go competitive with Flubs. One of the few cards out here that I actually play that's actually competitive. Although we're not really playing it competitive today. Okay. Yep, fool around and find out. Maybe I should have called that actually the name of the thumbnail instead. I mean, I guess April Fool's is still fun enough. You get the idea from the deck. Either way, okay, so what do we have here? So we got card draw. We got Strike It Rich, Rust of Inspiration, and a Winnie Roastmaster once we start getting some tokens out. Oh, I would love to get the token win today, but we'll see if we can. Even if we don't, it's not a big deal. All right, Mountain. Okay, so let's see, how do we do this here? We will Rugged Highlands. Gain some life. All right, opponents. Show me what you got. You're playing Perforos. Bring it on.
It's time to do.
Yeah. Fool around and flubs out. Oh, that's funny too. Man, you could make a bunch of goofy names with flubs. I love it though. I love it. Love this. Okay, so with that, let's play. We got tons of lands now. Strike It Rich. We'll start getting our ramp on. I forgot we could have put into the deck Ornithopter of Paradise, so I guess that's another option if you want to play budget. Okay, Dryad of the Elson Grove, that's great for us. We definitely want that. Dryad. Now our lands are fixed, which is good. And we get another land drop. Okay. So we should be able to empty out our hand very quickly here. Once our opponent starts doing the thing. But they definitely are playing mono red, so. Alright. Here comes the burn. Ooh. 8. Ouch. Okay. Could this be our first loss today? We may or may not see. Okay. Let's see. How do we do this here? Chromatic Lantern. We will Island. And Witty Roastmaster. So we're ready with our burn. No attacks yet. Okay. So the good news now is we're kind of set up to go off. We just need to get one of our key pieces to either landfall some creatures, at least to start blocking them, or maybe we just draw a ton of cards and start landfall triggering. Either way, our opponent is definitely playing Purphoros in the most typical fashion. Lots of burn, lots of goblins. And here they come. The goblins are coming. Ugh, 5. Okay, so, I mean, this is it. We either go off here or we die. Can we get this? Ping our opponent for 1. Strike it, Rich. Here's how we do this, though. Okay, so with that, submit. But we also hit an offer we can't refuse, which does look a little weird, but hear me out for a second here. This allows us to draw a card off Flubs. We counter our own spell to make 2 treasures. Okay, so with that, and then we will play Llanowar Elves. We draw another card. Oh, we got the Song of Creation. But I don't know if we'll survive another turn, though. Down to 23. Okay. No attacks. Ugh. Okay. Well, we tried, everybody, but I think their Purphoros probably beat us here, unfortunately. Sadness. That's okay, everybody. I mean, hey, we've been winning earlier for the first several matches, so you know what? Taking a loss here and there is not the worst for us. Our opponent swung with Ornithopter? I mean, okay, that's a flex, but okay. Any case, let's see. Block with the War Chief. Block here, and I guess we'll have to block with Llanowar Elves just to survive. Okay. They pumped their whole team. And unfortunately, dang, we lost there. Alright, well, we got beat by the burn. It's not the worst thing, everybody. Shame, but hey, it happens. Not a big deal. We'll get them next time. They were just a little bit more aggro than us. Although we did play a while back, we did play our own version of Purphoros. If you want to check that out, that's definitely up as a replay on YouTube right now, in case if you were curious. But okay, so I think we're going to jump right now to the non-budget version, and we're going to play a little bit to see how well this goes overall. So yeah, we were doing pretty good with the non-budget one, but let's kind of briefly look at what you can do to upgrade Flubs, at least my interpretation of Flubs. Okay, so with this version here, we're going to go a little bit more deeper with some of the more unique options that Flubs can provide for us. So in this version here, we're going to try to be a little bit more combo heavy. So we're going to be using more unique counter spells like Strict Serenades here. We're going to use a little bit more spot removal with Lightning Bolt. Again, we're trying to also keep ourselves in a more unique spot with how this deck is going to work. Delighted Halfling here, just to make sure Flubs can't be countered himself. We're going to use cards like Portent of Calamity here. Again, it's just kind of help us fixing our draw to make sure we get what we need. We'll still keep the Banefire, of course. Other things we're going to have in more powerful counterspells like Tail's End, Counterspell itself, Mana Drain if we can kind of pseudo-ramp. We're going to use some bigger cards that are like Finality of Devastation here that kind of give us some of the big stuff because we have Crater Hoof here. So this is, again, going to be another better way for us to kind of go off if we really want to. Looking back here, we also have better landfall triggers here like Rampaging Balos here, which give us some really, really big beasts. We'll keep cards like Multiple Multiverse here, Ancient Green Warden for us to get more landfall triggers. You can kind of see like where I'm kind of going with this right now. A lot more of the cards that utilize Madness and whatnot. Some better spot removal and Wraths like Hour of Devastation here. I know, I'm sorry, I'm going kind of all over the place here, but I just want to just highlight some of the more important stuff here. Regrowth here. Burgee for more comboing, Fable the Mirror Breaker, Stormcurt, I'm sorry, we already have that. Azusa Lost But Seeking, that's actually really good for us. Scoot Swarm here, this is great for us and a much more stronger option for us if we can get the landfall to go off here. Uro here, I know nobody really likes this card, but it does help us with the ramp and fixing. Crucible of Worlds, if you can afford this in paper, more power to you, but at least in Arena, it's only going to cost you 1 Mythic, so that's good for us. You kind of get the idea here. It's mostly just going to be focused on a lot more stronger ramp, a lot more consistency, and a lot more stronger finishers overall for the deck. And obviously, the biggest upgrade you can do with this, even if you don't want to upgrade the main deck, at the very least, if you upgrade your mana base, that's pretty much going to be the bare minimum to get everything going. You can see right here, man, we really went all out this time with the mana base non-budget. So we got all of the fetch lands we can afford. We'll get, of course, all of the triumphs that we can squeeze into the deck. We will have, of course, all of our dual lands that mostly come into play untapped, so this does help speed up the deck a lot more overall. Sorry, we're just going to give a brief overview because I want to just get us into as many games as possible before we finish up today. Now, with this, can the upgraded version be more consistent? Is it better? Is it worse? I guess we'll find out here, everybody. So, I don't know about you, but I'm getting really jazzed about this. Woo! Normally, I also forgot to mention, in years past, we would used to do a little bit of a parody booster pack opening on April Fool's Day. But I figured since today we have some time, I figured we can do a quick little stream, at least before the day is done. Okay, so let's see, what do we got here? So we got Raeli, that's good. Regrowth here to recast some things, along with Dryad's Revival. And we got some fetch lands, and yeah, this is really good here. Okay, we should be able to dump our hand quickly so we can get the flubs. All right, can we do this? Is our upgraded version better than the budget version? Okay, so with that, let's play. How do we do this here? I think we'll play the Temple of Abandon to help us kind of scry. Okay, cool. We're getting a Botanical Sanctum. That's good. All right, opponents, bring it on. Show me what you got. Play Botanical Sanctum. I'll pass. All right. Opponent is playing Clavienio. Wait, no, wait. I can say this correctly. Clavilenio. Yeah, the Enyes there in there, so got to make sure I hit that correctly there. Words are hard, by the way. Okay, so our opponent is going to try to life gain and drain us here. All right, all right. I see what they're trying to do. Wooded Foothills. Pass. All right, opponents. Show me what you got.
It's time to duel.
Nothing. They swing. Okay. I see our opponent here is just trying to flex on us for reasons. Okay. In any case, let's sacrifice that Wooded Foothills. See what we can get here. Okay. So we will get a Triome. So now we have perfect fixing there. Conduit of Worlds. That's actually really good for us too. So let's play our Scalding Tarn. We will... I guess we'll do this now. Sacrifice Scalding Tarn. We will get out... We'll just get out right now a Breeding Pool. It's going to hurt us for a bit, but that's okay. Conduit of Worlds is now what we have. So this should definitely now make it much easier for us to just get all of our lands back. Okay. So now all we just got to do is just start going off with flubs. But I feel pretty good about this. Cruel Celebrant. Okay. Our opponent is definitely all in on the life gain and drain plan here. They keep... I guess they want to swing again. Okay. They can if they want to. It doesn't do anything, but okay. Okay. So, opponent, what do you got? Nothing? Okay. Ooh, Lotus Cobra here. Okay. Now, this is where it really gets fun. Okay. Scalding Tarn again. Take that mana. We'll play Raeli. We technically don't really have much else to play, so we're just going to wait it out for a bit. So nothing else from our opponent, and pass. So while I pass it to our opponent here, question for all of you out there that are watching. Tarkir drops next Tuesday. Our next stream will be on the weekend, but we definitely will start planning for Tarkir as of next week. What would you like to see coming up? I will definitely try to put up a poll again later this week to kind of start getting an idea of what you want to see streamed first. But don't worry. I do already have in my mind the first deck I want to do for Tarkir, but I'm sure some of you out there are looking forward to seeing what we can do with the with it. Opponent swung. Okay. All right. This creature die. Okay. Well, it's not going to die. Okay, they just swing at us for reasons, I guess. Okay. Scalding Tarn. Attack it. This time we will get our We will get out Surveil Land. Those are absolutely powerful, by the way. Kind of borderline broken, by the way. Alchemist Greeting. Okay, so we'll keep that on top. Make the green mana. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't quite get Flubs off to go completely yet, but here's how we do this. We will get off their commander. So here's how we do this. We will play Flooded Strand here, which makes us discard a card. Alchemist Greeting. Thrown away. Raeli will allow us to draw a card. Cast it for the madness cost. We take out their commander. We will lose a card, but we can always replay it again, so the forest goes back. Alright. We will make some mana. We do get life gain and drain, though, so that's going to be the annoying part about this deck, but that's okay. Life gain and drain. Alright, and then we will Flooded Strand. Sack that. And then I guess we will get an island. Take some more mana. Only tricky part about Flubs, of course, is just going to be a little slow and methodical to kind of put this out there. And I know some opponents are probably going to get bored, but this is how the deck works. There we go. All right. The little froggy's going off here. Okay, what do we discard this time? I guess we'll discard Dryad's Revival. And Wooded Foothills. Cracked. We're just trying to get all of our lands at this point out. Commercial District to set up our next turn. Okay, opponents. Memory Deluge. Put it into the graveyard, because we can always recast it later on. Green. Okay, I think that should be good for now. Can't really do much of anything else. Raeli swings. Okay, so opponents, what do you got? Come on, bring it on. I do apologize if I start mumbling to myself, everybody, because I'm trying to figure, because I usually, again, I'm not a combo player primarily. I'm a very aggro player, so this is definitely not my usual style of deck, but I'm having fun with Flubs. He's actually really, really strong, and I greatly underestimated the power level that this little card can do. Okay, so how do we do this here? Okay, I think we can go off with the multiverse here. So let's do this. Scalding Tarn. There we go. Flubs doing his thing. Okay, how do we do this here? We will throw away the Hour of Devastation. Draw a card. Ooh. Oh my god, we got the Song Creation too. Oh man, this is too good. This is so good right now. Okay, so here's how we do this. One with the multiverse. Now, our first card we're going to cast right here is going to be for free. Let's see, how do we do this though? Alright. I guess we'll do this. Song Creation. We can get that back. Don't worry. We'll get that back. That's not a big deal for us. Okay, and then Regrowth for free. We'll bring back Song Creation. Draw a card. All right. There we go. Flub's doing his thing, everybody. Okay, Song Creation back in hand. We will Steam Vents. Tapped. Oh, the Crater Hoof is coming up too. So we're just going to wait for a second here. Discard a card. It's going to be the Mountain again. Okay. Make the mana. Do we swing, though? It's tempting to swing right now with Raeli, but I think we're going to wait. Okay, so we're poised to now go off here very easily. We just need a little bit more pump. Either with Raeli, Crater Hoof can also help us go off. Song of Creation also can help us as well. Oh, get lost. Opponents. You're no fun. Alright. That's fine, everyone. Not a big deal. It's okay. We can always bring it back with Dryad's Revival anyway, so that's perfectly fine for us. Opponent. Cordial Vampire. Okay. Well, they're definitely going to try to start pumping their vampire army, but we're going to try to find a way to get around that. I know we can totally do it here. Opponent? Nothing? Anything? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so how do we do this here? Let's see. I want back our one with the multiverse, but at the same time, Song of Creation probably is our best option here, because then we can just start going off here and just start drawing cards. So that means that Crater Hoof will be gone, but that's okay. It's not the worst for us, everybody. We'll just draw some cards here. Okay, Delighted Halfling. And then Delighted Halfling. Then we're going to always adjust the triggers, everybody. So Flubs' trigger goes off first. That means we can draw a card. Nice. Draw 2 cards. Halfling down. Okay, and then Crucible Worlds actually is really nice here, too. Let's see. Okay. How do we do this here? We can... Flood Strand. Okay. Don't worry, everybody. It's all working out here. Don't worry. It's working. It's working. It's working. We will throw away... I guess we don't need the extra Crucible Words since we already have Conduit of Worlds. Make the green mana. And then Dryad's Revival. Bring back one with the Multiverse. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Wait, did I do this right? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to really like, wait, do I have this correct? I think I have this correct. Okay. Opponent is thinking, or at least, I'm not sure if where our opponent's at, but okay. Make another land. On green. We will Dryad's Revival. Okay, so this is how we do it. Okay, got it right this time. This time we're going to draw 2 cards first. And this way, in case we have to throw something away, Flubs won't hurt us that badly. Okay, so Windswept Teeth can go away. Bye-bye. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think we got this down now. Mountain. Okay. Okay, I think we're good here. I think we're good. Discard... Stomping Grounds. Make the green. Valakut Exploration. Draw 2. Oh, I forgot that. Also, Song Creation will make us throw away the one with the multiverse anyway. Oops. That's okay, everybody. Not a big deal. With Valakut Exploration, we should be able to just draw what we need. Let's see. And then... throw that away. Okay. Flooded Strand. Okay. Still going off. Little by little. And then we will throw away the Memory Lapse. The Song Creation will make us throw away everything anyway, so it's not going to hurt us too much here. No attacks. Pass. Okay. Discard everything. That's okay. We can always rebuild. Taking our opponent for 1. Excuse me. Apologize, everybody. Okay. So, opponents. What do you got? We have all the lands in the world now, everybody. We should be able to go off here, no problem. Ooh, Phyrexian Arena. I mean, that's fine. But I honestly... just the way this deck runs is just so ridiculous. Okay. So our opponent does exile Flubs. Annoying. That's fine. It's okay. Put it back in the command zone. We actually did manage to trigger off some landfall shenanigans there. So that's okay. Green. Okay. Nothing. Opponent. They swing. Okay. No blocks. We'll just take the damage. They're pretty much tapped out at this point, so if we can go off on this turn here, I think we might be able to get the win. Okay. So, let's see. We want to make sure we can pull this off correctly here. So, Flubs coming in again, because we have all the mana in the world. Drawing cards. Maybe. Opponent? Okay. Okay, Burgie. That's actually good, too, for us. So, let's see. How do we do this here? Flooded Strand, sacrificed. Get another land. Oh, actually, are we out of lands already? Oh, well, that's awkward. Okay. That's okay. Burgie. We'll draw 2 cards first, so we can discard what we don't need. Let's see. Potent of Calamity, I think. Wait, no, hold on. Sorry. Gets a little tricky once you start comboing off here, because then you're going to start dealing with a lot of cards overall. Ooh, the Finale of Devastation would be nice if we can just get that to go off. Okay, so with that, we can now... Courser of Crufix. So this will help us gain some life back. We can make mana now with Burgi. Draw 2 more 2 cards. Throw away... Stormkirk Occultist. But we can cast that as well. The deck just keeps going off. I'm sorry. I know it doesn't seem like it's the most exciting thing, everybody, but you can kind of see right here what the deck is trying to do, which is just go off with a bunch of shenanigans here. And it's working. It's working. Okay, so with that, let's play Haywire Might. Get that land back, or sorry, the mana back. Draw more cards. We'll throw away the Copperline Gorge. Okay, and I think we might be okay here then. There's not much else we can really do. So, okay. We'll keep the 1 mana open if we need to with the Scalding Tarn if we need to sacrifice Haywire Might. No attacks just yet. Actually, oh, I mean, well, maybe we could attack. I think we'll attack with Raeli. Just put a little pressure on our opponent there. Opponents? Okay, they'll take the hit. That's okay. Down to 12. Oh man, we're so close to finishing off our opponent here. Burn our opponent a little bit more. A lot of discard and draw. Down to 11. Okay. So, if I'm correct, maybe next turn should be the turn we should be able to just beat down our opponent here. Hopefully. We have more than enough lands. Timeless Witness can bring back what we need to, and I think that should help finish off our opponent for good. If they can just tap out here, I think we'll be set. Oh, man. But yeah, now that you kind of get a real good feel for it, everybody, what are your thoughts overall on Flubs? Now that you kind of see this little frog really is actually extremely strong. I mean, I knew he was strong already, but I never really got a chance to play with him until today, like in full. So I'm really kind of shocked. Even at budget level, Flubs is just really good. Although I would imagine in paper he's a nightmare because all the stuff you have to announce you're doing, all the sacrificing and shenanigans, it gets a little probably confusing, if you will. Okay, opponent does swing. We'll just take the hit, so it doesn't really hurt us. Down to 6. That's okay. I think this should be it for us. Okay, so how do we win the game here? I think we should be able to just win it right here and now. I think we can do it here. Okay, Flubs first. As a combo player, it is a nightmare in paper. Yeah, I would imagine. This is kind of why I don't really play combo decks too often, because usually every time I do, there's always a player out there that kind of will look at me and be like, okay, I either concede or I'm just super angry. But honestly, I do like it once in a while, but I can understand that it definitely feels like it takes forever. So again, not trying to look like I don't know what I'm doing. Again, it's just one of those kind of like a combo player. You have to kind of think about what you're trying to do first and just make sure that you can actually get the correct play. Okay, we'll get the Crater Hoof. That should be alone enough for us to beat our opponent here. Okay, so, you know what? Just as a precaution, though. Wait, actually, can we do this now? I think we can, actually. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. I think we just, you know what? I think we just cast it right now. Let's just end this right now. I think we just do this right here now. All right. We'll just do it here now. Pray the Forest. Rally drives card. There we go, everybody. Crater Hoof. We'll just end it now. We just didn't need to really do anything else except just beat down our opponent here. Shivan Reef. Just to get a little bit more leeway with the Valakut Awakening. Card draw shenanigans. Oh man, if we only got that Scoot Swarm off, oh, that would have been hilarious. But I think we're good here. We'll just do it now. Just swing. Opponent, I don't think you have an answer, so just take the hit here. Ooh, Flare Fortitude. What? They actually have the answer? Wow. Okay. I have now become the April Fool myself. Wow. Okay. I guess I totally forgot that was a card in here. Oh, man. That means we lose. Okay, and I kind of wish they didn't do this sequence super slow. Just makes me suffer a little bit more here. But wow, they actually found a way to beat us here. Okay. So, okay. Change of plans then. Alright, so how do we fix this then? Oh, wait, Lear. Green. I guess we can try to see if we can recover here, but I don't know if we can. Yes, the Swarm. Yes, Scoot Swarm. That's going to be our best option here. And we still have, thankfully, some fetch lands, so hopefully we can just trigger off this. Okay. Oh, wait, are we out? Ugh, we're out of lands. We're out of lands. Okay. Okay, got one land there. The green. Let's see. Windswept Teeth. I did get a little too close to the sun there. But we're gonna try. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Tireless Provisioner. We're just trying to put bodies out there, everybody. Just trying to put bodies out there. Just the wind. Not going to cast that. Okay, and then... Is there anything else we can cast right here? Anything else we can do? Hold on. I think we might be able to... Just double checking here. Is there anything else we can do? Okay. Discarding our hand. Can't damage them. Okay. Wait, hold on. We'll wait for their swing here. Oh, but they still have a flyer, though. I don't know if we can get around. Okay. Okay. I think we might have possibly lost this one. But still, this was still a good game, though. This next one was pretty fun. But I'm just going to swing here. And then... Sacrifice here. We do lose a life, though. But we gain 3 life back. Is that enough? Okay, so we get rid of Edgar there. Opponent swings. Go down to 2. Ugh. If they have any kind of burn spell or life drain or sacrifice, we are dead. All our opponent has to do is just sacrifice the card and we're just dead. Yep. Alright. Alright, well, we tried, everybody. I mean, the only other thing I could do here is just kind of go out on my own terms. So, down to 1. And then there's no lands left. We went through all of our lands. Alright. Well, our opponent definitely got us there. So, I mean, I'm not actually sad about that one. That was a great match, by the way. Wow. It really came down to the wire there. Although we did get too greedy there, because I totally forgot about the flare. But, hey, great job on our opponent there for kind of throwing us off there. We honestly got too greedy. That's okay, though. Still a good match, though. I definitely like that one. That was actually good. And that still shows a testament to how powerful Flubs overall is. So I'm honestly fine with that one. No anger out of that one. We still had fun. And that's the whole point, of course, of why I always try to recommend for everybody. No matter what, whatever match, whatever you're playing with, as long as you're having fun, that's the most important part when it comes to playing Magic. Oh, man, though. Wow. So close. So close on that one, though. But well done, opponents. You got me there. So I will give them kudos for that. Okay, moving on to the next match here. So we got our Thassa's Oracle, Raeli here to help us draw some more cards, along with Tatyova, a Haywire Might to help us kind of stabilize. All right. We have just enough lands for if we have to, we can always just cast Flubs as is. I think we're pretty good with this one. We'll see how well we do. All right. Opponents. Okay, we'll keep this hand. Oh, we got the Oracle of Moldiah too. Okay, so this is good for us. Let's play our Temple of Mystery. Scryland. Ooh, okay. Scoot Swarm is going to stay. Oh, man. Scoot Swarm. If we only got that earlier, maybe we probably could have saved us a little bit more time, but that's okay. Lotus Cobra. Okay, our opponent's playing Yarok, so it's value, train versus combo. We'll see who goes off first. Tapped, since we don't need to have it untapped. Haywire Might. All right, opponents, bring it on.
It's time to duel.
Nissa. Okay. No swings. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. And then Storm Card Coast. Scoot Swarm. No attacks. Okay, so let's see if we can make a giant insect army, then maybe help us maybe go wide? We'll see. We shall see. The opponent is definitely going to try to go off with Yarok, and I'm guessing right now they should be able to get their basic land. All right. They got their stuff fixed to what they need. So next turn, I'm guessing Yarok is going to come down, and that's where things are going to get a little scary. We're going to try. They explore. Okay, go away the unsummon. They got another forest. That's fine. Opponents? What else you got? Another forest. Maybe digging. But the good news is if they're this heavily into this value, they shouldn't have any removal for the Scoot Swarm, so we can at least get maybe a couple copies off before it's too late. Oh, Collector. Swing opponents? No swings. Okay, that's fine. Let's see here. Commercial District. Here come the bugs. Strict Serenade. Maybe we should keep that on top. And then Raeli. No attacks yet. So, next turn, maybe Flubs. Or maybe the Oracle. One of those two. Opponent is now going to start going off with Pelt Collector here. They swing. No blocks yet. We got plenty of time, though. Not a big deal, everybody. We can still make it. Oracle of Moldiah. Oh, dang. Wow, we're kind of fizzling here. We have like 42 lands in this deck. Where are our other lands at? Okay. Well, I mean, again, if we really need to, we could use Flubs as kind of like our pseudo engine piece. If we can just get at least 1 or 2 lands to get going. Ooh, our opponent has Titan of Industry. All right. That's going to be scary. Opponents? What do you got? Academy Journey Mage. Okay, they bounce back something. Annoying. Because they're going to bounce back 2 creatures. Alright, it's fine. It's okay, everybody. We still got time. Opponent swings with Yarok, Pelt Collector, and Nissa. Okay, no blocks yet. Down to 13. They're up to 28. Okay, Fable. Okay, hold on. We gotta make sure we do this correctly, though. So, let's see. Take the red for that. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Resolve. Alright, opponents. Do you have an answer? Oh, they do have an answer. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. Well, one of the few times we're actually stumbling with this match. That's okay, though. So, as you can see here, one of the biggest issues that could run into with Flubs is if you can't start ramping quickly, your deck kind of has an awkward moment like you can see here. Our opponent has plenty of value now, but we just cannot get around the value that they're putting on us. So they're going to lock out some of our cards here. Ugh. That's no good. Opponents? Are they going to bring down that Titan? Okay. Well, this one we're going to have to counterspell. They get a creature out of the deal, but that's a small price to pay for getting rid of that big one. Swing. Ugh. This is not going to be a good hit here. Can't really get rid of anything, so we'll just have to block one hit here. Okay. Ugh. Down to one. Alright. Well, I think our opponent beat us here because there's not really anything else we can do. Like, no matter what we play, we cannot get around this. So, even with the land drop, we fizzled here. Well, they got us. That's okay, though. Not a big deal. It happens, everybody. It's okay. We'll definitely get him next time. I feel like we were doing better with the budget deck, but that's okay. We'll keep playing a little bit longer, everybody. Looking at the clock right now, just giving everybody a heads up for the time. I don't stream as long as some of other streamers out there. We usually do only about a 2-hour-ish stream, only just because this little fireball takes care of other things that they need to do. But I still appreciate all of you being here today, everybody. So, as always, if you do like any of the content that I mentioned earlier, now trying to show one more time, but we'll do it one more time. Just check me out. You can see, of course, all those links that are being scattered throughout the chat. So check on one of those if you're interested in being a new fiery friend to this channel. The opponent is playing Glissa here, which is a tough card to beat, by the way. But if we could just start ramping, Glissa shouldn't hurt us too much. Okay, in the meantime, let's see. I guess we'll play the Temple of Mystery now. And then, oh, we got an Underworld Rage. We'll hold on to that. That will be helpful for later. Okay, opponents. What do you got? Come on, bring it on. Okay, so we got the Breach now. We will play Veil Passage. Pass. Okay, Baloths would be great if we can get that down. We'll see. And then also Valakut Exploration, Cavern Souls. Okay, so we do have plenty of options to kind of push through damage. We just need to keep that Glissa off the field. That's our biggest concern. Swing, down to 23. Fatal Passage. Sacrifice. Okay, we'll get out a mountain. Now we have our fixing what we need. In the meantime, Cavern of Souls. So we want to make sure Flubs cannot get hurt, but at the same time, doesn't really help us too much here. You know, we'll still go with Frog. And then Valakut Exploration. Glissa most likely will just burn it up next turn anyway, which is going to be, again, annoying, but it's not the worst. Because we can always bring it back later on. Come on, opponents. What else you got? Anything? Okay. Tap land. Swing. Okay. Do they blow up our enchantment? They do. Annoying. That's okay. They go up to 27. We're at 18. Okay. Get a poison counter. Dryad. Okay. Well, that helps us out a little bit. Lighted Halfling. Alright. Do this. Okay. I think we'll do it this way. Flare Cultivation. Sacrifice the Halfling. So we can do it this way. We can get out some lands. Get our ramp going. Okay. Now we're looking a lot better here. Now we have all of our lands we need to start doing our thing. All we just need to do is just go off with Flubs, and I think we should be okay. Opponent swings and swings. Tempting to block as always, but we cannot, because we want to make sure we can keep Dryad open a little bit longer. Thank you, everybody. Okay, opponents. Anything else? Poison. Oh, come on, opponent. Okay. So, well, we did lose what we needed to there. That's okay. I think we can still make this go off here. Okay. Bring down Flubs now. Windswept Heat sacrificed. We will get out Stomping Grounds. This is gonna hurt, but it's okay. Oh man, wow, we still are not quite going off here. I mean, I could play the Underworld Breach, but it doesn't really help us all that much. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, now I feel like now we're getting to the part of the stream where we kind of start losing everything. But it's okay, everybody. That's okay. If our opponent has removal, then we're going to be in serious trouble here. High Society Hunter. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay. Sacrifice another creature if you do. Okay. Can't really block. Down to 7. Because we wanted to keep Flubs open a little bit longer. They'll draw a card. Down to 5. Okay. Alright, is there a way out of this? Counterspell. Okay. We'll try this. We'll discard Alchemist Greeting. We will take out the High Society Hunter, which was not my original target, but we don't have a choice. Throw away the counterspell. Okay. And then from there, I guess we'll get back the Fable Passage. Not what I wanted to do, but we need the land drop. And then throw away the Underworld Breach. Oof. Pass. Okay. If they have any removal, we're dead. We can chump block Glissa once. Get the Baloth out, and then maybe make a token so hopefully buys us time. But that all depends on what our opponent does here. They have plenty of lands just like us, though. Ugh. Breach the Multiverse. Okay. Alright. What did they get? What did they get? So, they managed to get our Leer, which is unfortunate. Okay, swing and swing. Block the Glissa. We lose Timeless Witness, which is gonna be fine. That's what we expected. They draw a card. Down to 3. Okay. Baloth's coming in. Okay, Fable Passage cracked. But that's still not enough, unfortunately. Even if we make the token, they still can fly over us. Dang. Wow. The upgraded version is not doing as well as I was hoping it would, but, I mean, it is what it is, everybody. Shame, though. Okay. It's okay, everybody. Not a big deal. We'll just do, again, another match. So looking at things, maybe probably about 2 to 3 more matches, depending on how long they take. And I think we'll then do what we usually do, which for those that are unaware, we'll do a quick little wrap-up and evaluation of the decks overall. And if you do like any of it, don't not worry. I will, of course, put links for these in the details below after the streams are over. Once we are done there, then I'll kind of give you a cute little quick peek as to what's to come later on in the next week or so. So hopefully we'll be here, stick around for that. But we're getting close to the end. Not quite yet. Depending on how long these matches take, though. All right, so how do we do this here? Let's see. Triome. All right, opponent, bring it on.
It's time to duel!
Okay, Anafenza, the Foremost. Wow. So this is a throwback to Classic Tark here. I haven't seen anybody play this here, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for, but it looks like it's going to be some pumped up humans with counters. Looks like it. Misty Rainforest. Sack it. For this, we'll get out the Breeding Pool. Explore. Okay, we will get out Arid Mesa. Pass. Okay, so we have things set up now. We'll have the Crucible Worlds, which will help us kind of replay our lands, which is great. All just comes down to this. Opponents, what do you got? What do you got? Anything? Opponents? They got a land. Dusk Legion Duelist. Swinging. Obviously. The hits. And before we go, let's go ahead, let's crack that fetch. Okay, let's see what we get there. We'll get out the commercial district. Surveil 1. Okay. Restless Spire. We'll keep that. Okay, so from here, Crucible of Worlds. So this allows us now to replay our other lands, which is great. Get the Misty Rainforest back. And pass. Okay, so I think with what we have plenty of lands now, so we should be able to get Flubs out, start throwing away the lands we don't need, replay them from the graveyard, and then we should be able to go off from there. But okay. Opponents? What do you got? But while they're also sitting here thinking about it, question for everybody out there that's watching. What clan do you think is going to be the best clan from Tarkir once we get to next week? Which clan are there? Mardu? Sultai? Temur? Which one looks like it's going to be the strongest clan once we get to the next set? Wow, we're actually a week away from that. Actually, I'm super duper excited for that. Shadow Spear. All right. Mardu or Abzan? Yeah, I definitely would agree with you on that one. Which is actually hilarious because those are going to be the first two clans we're going to be jumping into once we get to the set. Guys, you think Sultai? Okay. All legit. They all have their own strengths. I think, what is it? Mardu definitely has a lot of abilities with those tokens, so that definitely slots into some of the token decks we've done already, so I think that'll be great. Okay, let me get the, let's see, what do we want here? Get the Hedge Maze. I'm not surprised that Sultai definitely could be maybe the breakout one. Because they have some really powerful cards, even at the uncommon level, that are actually really, really good. But yeah, I'm going to place my bet on probably, we'll throw away the Command Tower. It may seem weird to throw away Command Tower, but we have plenty of lands, so that's not a problem for us. Okay, so, opponent. Anything else in hand, opponent? Okay, they don't. Ancient Green Warden. Okay. That might be helpful, too. How do we do this here? I think Flubs. Yeah, but I'll probably say the weakest one was probably going to be Temur. I mean, the Harmonized thing looks interesting, but at the same time, it's a very clunky version of Flashback. But I get what they're trying to do with it. Jeskai, I'm not sure about Jeskai either. I know no one's really talked too much about Jeskai, but we'll see what they do with their flurry ability. And they're trying to play more cards to go off with spell slinging. I don't know. It still feels like it could be up in the air for anybody, but we'll see what they try to do. There's the Spire. We'll throw away a land. That's okay. Stomping Grounds. And then we will play Thundering Falls. Get another land out. Oh, keep the mana drain, though. Have to discard a card, though. So we'll throw away Leer, but we can bring it back with Underworld Breach anyway, so that's not a problem for us. Okay. So with that, 4 cards in hand, opponents. Ancient Green Warden is potentially in a good spot here. Again, same thing. No blocks because I don't want Flubs to die just yet. We need him to go off just a little bit longer. Opponents? Haven't put counters on stuff, so that does kind of help us out a little bit there. Abzan Battle Priest. Okay. So, Ancient Green Warden. So that means we will throw away the mana drain. This allows us now to play... Oh, our opponent gave up? Already? Oh, we didn't even get to go off there, but okay. I guess our opponent's had enough. They're like, I don't want to deal with this combo they're about to go off here, so... Yeah! Victory! I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Okay. So, looking at the clock right now, I think we might have time for one more match, just in case, because I don't want to go over today. I'm a little tighter on time today than normal, but I still appreciate all of you being here. So let's make this one our final one for today. Win or lose. After this, I'll still make sure to have time to talk about what we played today, the good, the bad, my evaluation overall, and we'll just see kind of a nice little preview as to what's to come later in the stream. But again, I appreciate all of you that have been here today for me. Okay, give me a second, get a little water here. All right. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this off, everybody. Let's see. Can we finish this off strong? Okay, so our opponent is going to be playing Muldrotha here, so they've got... Ooh, they got quite the graveyard shenanigans here, but we have our own graveyard shenanigans to a degree. Let's see here. All right. I think we can go off with this. I think we'd pull this off. Plenty of big stuff to cast later on, but we also have Flubs, of course, to just throw away stuff when we don't need it. So let's see. We'll play the Dream Root Cascade first. All right, opponents. This is it. Bring it on.
Time to duel.
Okay. So, Mountain. Inti. So Inti can be definitely our biggest threat as we keep swinging. Hopefully, it should go off. Let's play... I don't play anything just yet. Okay, so we'll do that. Swing. We can discard. Let's see. Do we want to discard anything? We'll decline. No discarding just yet. Just getting that early damage. It's tempting to put in Song of Creation. Kiora. Okay. Okay. They're going to try to do some shenanigans with that, but we'll see if we can get around it. Play Silver Falls. And, okay. I guess we'll do this now. Temple. Fable is actually pretty nice too, so we'll hold that on top. We will... Just the wind, throwing away. Discard. So that does trigger off the ability, and we can draw a card off of that. We will decline. Swing again. Nothing yet. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get one more land, Balos could be... No, jeez. We went the whole stream until we got to our first alchemy card, and I hate alchemy cards. But okay, it's fine. We're going to see if we can try to still go off with it. Song Creation coming out. We'll throw away Hour of Devastation. Okay, exile the top card. Can't play it, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Throw away everything. But we get to draw a card, though. Okay. So, oh man. We'll see. Rusko is definitely one of my most hated digital cards. I don't like what this card can do, but for some way, somehow, we're going to see if we can try to fight around an alchemy card. Will we be able to do it here?
Let's get moving.
Jace. Okay. Start draining us here. Okay, so I guess they're going to mill? Okay, they know some cards here. Start going off. Okay. So, let's see. Full control again. Tatyova. Flubs trigger first. Since we don't have any cards in hand. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Okay, we got our land. That's good. We want to try to get lands. And yes, I agree, Densplanet. Rusko is disgusting. I don't like this card. He really needs to get nerfed. Or ideally, it should not exist. But, I mean, Wizard is going to be Wizard, so it is what it is. Okay, so... I mean, it doesn't really matter what we throw away because we're still going to have to deal with the effects that our card does. So I think we'll just discard here as well. Strict Serenade. Pump it up. Alright. opponents. Do you block? Nope. Okay. Down to 19. Now we are the aggro deck. All right. Temple of Mystery. Okay, Crucible Worlds. Draw a card. Flubs makes us discard a card. But we get to draw another card. Okay. And Commercial District again. Okay. Well, I think we're good here. Throw away the bolt. Throw away everything again. That's okay, though. So, I mean, the good news, of course, is you can see the deck, well, with Inti, we were able to really kind of churn through our deck there quite a bit. So, okay. But is this going to be enough, though? See if we can try to do it. Oh, it's milling. Not sure what they're milling, but we'll see. If they hit their land drop, because let's see. Muldrotha's in 1 turn. Okay. Can we get around this? Is there a way around this? Are they going to start reanimating shenanigans? Prominent Excavator. Okay. So they're going to start getting their lands back now, too. Okay. Got an island. So let's see. Island. Flubs trigger first. We want to draw as many cards as possible. Alright, Faithless Looting. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Arcane Signet. Draw 2 cards. Let's see. We'll throw away Faithless Looting. Draw another card. Okay. Arcane Signet down. Okay. With this now, we have a Zusa, which is great. So Zusa coming in. She'll get us another land drop, which is good. Draw some more cards. Okay, come on, deck. Throw away the Finale. Exile? Okay. Okay, so I think with this... Windswept Heath. Draw a card, gain some life. Okay. And then... Ooh, okay. Throw away the Wrath. We want to see if we could just try to hopefully take out that Rusko, because that's our biggest threat right now. Okay, Wayward Swordtooth is not bad either. All right. Draw another card. Still going off. And then, let's see, throw away the Copperline Gorge. Exile another card. Okay, Thassa's Oracle, we didn't want to go off that way, but that's okay. It's fine. Let's see, hold on. Still trying to figure out, let's see. We need at least 3 open. Okay, I think we can still do this. Draw 2 more. All lands. We'll throw away a land. Hedge Maze. Exile another card. Courser Crucifix. Okay, and of course we got the City's Blessing. So, we want to take out Rusko right now before things get too out of control with him. Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. We forgot to crack the fetch. Okay. We can do this still. We still got this. Get a basic forest. Draw a card, another card. Okay, and I think we have it now. Take out Rusko. Because, like, I know the answer is probably Ramana, but I don't want to deal with Rusko, so he's got to go. Got me via coast, going bye-bye. Another card. More cards drawn. Okay. Excavator, still there for a little bit longer. And then Island. Draw another card and gain some life. And then throw away the Tails End. Exile again. Okay. Wow, we're definitely going off of the deck. You can see right here, it's going to be a lot of lands. Okay, we will throw away Steam Vents. If we only can get one more land, I'd love to get that tireless... Okay, hold on. I think we got it now. I just wanted to get that tireless provisioner out. Discard there. So Dryad's Revival will come back, so that's good. And then finally, it finishes off here. Flood is transacted. Oh, actually, we're out of lands to fetch with it. That's awkward. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Now we should be okay here. And swing here. Throw away Land War Elves. Pump up Tatyova. If we lose the Inti, that's fine. I'd rather we keep Tatyova alive. Okay, opponent. Down to 12. Okay. Looking pretty good here. That is going to be a lot we're losing. But it's a small price to pay for the fact that we can definitely do our thing here. Spire Bluff Canals. Okay, now if we can just get to one of our finishers, I think we've got this one. Come on, deck. There's a lot in the yard we can use, though. A lot. I think the Baloth might be our best option here. Because we could make a ton of beasts with that. Okay. So close here. Or actually, maybe, hold on. Or we could play instead. Oh, Breach the Multiverse? Ugh. Ugh. Get our opponent, get something good from us. I guess we'll see right here. Opponents? What'd you get? I mean, we lost a lot of stuff here. But I think we might still find a way to get around this. Okay, so we got our Baloth, which is unfortunate, by the way. It is what it is. We'll draw a ton of cards, though. All right. Ooh, so close here. I just wanted to see if I could try to finish this off and beat down our opponent with what we have. Okay, so how many lands do we have, though? Okay, got to think this over real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Is there any way out of this? Crack the Wooden Foothills. And I guess we'll get out Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Get another life, draw a card. Okay, we got the Cinder Glade. Okay. That's cute, by the way. Okay. So, what beats down our opponent here in a way where we can just finish them off? Okay, the Belligerent. Not quite what I wanted. So, let's see. Is there any way out of this? I just want to try to get one card and just smash our opponent here. Is there a way out of this? Literally, we have everything in the yard right now. Well, okay. Let me try my best of luck here. We'll throw away the Belligerent. Draw a card. Ancient Green Warden. Okay. Explore. Draw 2 more cards. Okay. And then discard the Mana Drain. And discard the Cinderglade. Okay. Come on, deck. Burgie. Okay, sorry. Think of this over real quick, everybody. Jahamis71, thanks again for joining us on the chat here, my fire friend. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day where you're at. I just realized you have an animated icon. Was that hard to set up? I mean, it was a little bit of trial and error. This little fireball, of course, this is my own original design, so I'm really proud of that. But animating him just took a little bit of work here and there. The app itself kind of took a little bit of time because I had no idea what I was doing until I kind of played around with it. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, we got to finish this up quick. Harnfell, played on that side. So we'll discard first. We'll discard the Bloodstained Mire. Come on, deck. We're so close to going off here. Past the Flames. Okay. So, come... Explore. Draw more two more cards. Okay. And then we'll throw away Polluted Delta. Another card up top. Okay. Another card. Raeli. Okay. Chromatic Lantern. We'll throw away another card. Throw away the Botanical Sanctum. Close to the end here. I just want to try to get one of our finishers here, and we should be able to just beat down our opponent here. Okay. And then... Wait, can we play this? Hold on. 1, 2... Command Tower. 2 more. Throw away the Flare Cultivation. Another card there. 2 more. Okay. I think that's pretty much it, what we can do. We're at 13 cards left. We're going to deck ourselves out here, aren't we? We just might do that. I'm just trying to get to our final piece here that we need. Okay. Attacks? Hold on. Let's see. Do I have enough to... So, sorry, I'm trying to think right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I think I have enough to do this. Choose a frog. Okay. Okay, Fable Passage. We don't really need that, but we'll throw away the Restless Spire. Haywire Mites. And, sorry. Okay, there we go. Dryad's Revival. So we had just enough to pull this off here. All I just need right now is the Banefire. Okay. I think we got our card, finally, everybody. Throw away the Verdant Catacombs. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I forgot I actually do need the other mana to actually do this. Okay. It's okay, everybody. We're gonna pass here still. We can still pull it back anyway with what we have. It's okay. So, my thought process right now is pass in Flames, and I think we should be able to just burn them out next turn. Assuming we can get there. We just need to just survive the turn. That's all we need to do. Once we do that, this game will be over. Hopefully. Because we have 35 lives, so that's not the problem. The problem is just trying to finish off our opponent here. Yeah, sorry it's taking a while, everybody. Again, I'm not usually a combo player, but I try to pretend to be one. Okay, Mills. Okay, so our finisher is going to be the Banefire. We should be able to just beat him out with that, because I think there's not much else we can really do to kind of do anything else here. Oh, they got Rise of the Dark Realms. Ugh. Scary. Very scary, but that's not what we're worried about. So let's see. Did they hit us here? Did they beat us down here? Did we lose? A lot of triggers, by the way. They made another Midnight Clock. They draw a ton of cards too. So we definitely can't beat them down right here. But they have everything from our graveyard. Okay, so let's see. In order for us to win this match, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 5. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to do the math in my head right now, and I don't know if I can do it, but I think we can. All depends on what our opponent's going to try to do here. If they get greedy with lands, though, we might be able to do it. If they have anything that makes their opponent swing real hard right here, we might lose it. We'll see. This is going to take a while, though, isn't it? All right. Here come all the beasts. Dang. Okay. Okay, we have to sacrifice one card. I guess that'll be... Okay. Still more pings. We have to sacrifice another card. Sword Tooth, I guess. So, Arena is struggling right now to keep up. If this crashes, I mean, it is what it is. But okay. I'm going to spend a lot of mana to get that to go off. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if Arenas can survive this, because it looks like the client is struggling now to make this all work. Honestly, I'm not even going to be mad if our opponent beats us here, because this is hilarious. I kind of like sometimes when we try to play and then we try to crash the game. But okay. We're almost there, everybody. Win or lose. Whatever happens here is what happens. And, okay, they just made another land drop. This might crash on us. Ooh. Maybe our opponent probably should have made some food tokens, because we might burn them out here. We'll see. Okay, come on, Arena. Come on. Don't die on us now. We're so close to just wrapping this up here. Okay, they made so many Scoot Swarms. Okay, do we even want to block? I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. We have still plenty of stuff, so that's what? That much? Okay. Even if we block, if we don't win next turn, it's over. We lose no matter what. So we're at 10, and they're at 14. Opponent's got everything in the graveyard right now. 38 cards in hand. We have 5. 5 whole cards. What is left in our deck that we didn't get? Okay. Either way, this is going to be an interesting way to finish this. I'm going to see if I can pull this off here. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. We need to burn him out for 14 damage. So that means we need 15. Excuse me. We need to beat our opponent by, let's see, we need 15 mana open plus an extra 5 for this. We need 20 mana open to pull this off. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. We need... Okay. We need 2 more mana open to pull this off. Okay, Conduit of Worlds. All right. Discard the Conduit of Worlds. Oh, wait, maybe... That's okay. All right. 2 more. Oh, did we come up short? Did we come up short on this one? I guess we'll see right here. Are we out of lands in our whole deck? Oh, they have a counterspell right now. I think we're done. Dance Mana, I think you're dead good, sir. We'll see right here. If I could get 2 mana, technically we can win. Oh, there's our Crater Hoof. Literally was at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing we could have done with that one. I realize now, even if I did the math correctly, because let's see, what we lost? Yeah. So, I was trying to see if I had enough mana open where I can possibly play Past in Flames and then try to burn them out, but I realized that even with what we had, we just couldn't make it because we didn't have enough lands out. Maybe I should have gotten more greedier with the land base, but oh well. It is what it is, everybody. Either way, that was absolutely ridiculous. Probably one of the craziest matches I played in a while. Although, it may look like it was a little lackluster at the end there, but hey, it happens. It is what it is, everybody. That's okay. Let's go ahead, let's wrap this up now real quick, and then we'll kind of finish this off for today, everybody. Thanks again for hanging there. Sorry, I kind of fumbled that one a little bit. Maybe I probably could have won that one, but I probably did not play correctly there. But hey, it just proves that, again, I'm not a combo player primarily, so it is what it is. Any case, wrapping this up real quick. Let me know in the comments later on, folks. What do you think? Is this a deck you would play? Do you like this deck in any way, shape, or form? The budget version actually was really, really fun to play. It felt a little bit more my style, so it was definitely toned down, but it's definitely a fun deck, and I really would highly recommend this. If you're a combo player, Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't even need to say it. This is actually a ridiculous deck if you want to play this, even at budget level. Again, when I put this together, it was under $100 for the budget one, but I think the price might have gone up a little bit because some cards have kind of started creeping up in price. So keep that in mind if you do want to play this. The budget version is still pretty good, even as is. You saw that earlier today. We actually had quite a few wins with it. So I think the budget version might actually be arguably possibly better than actually the non-budget version. And the reason for that is it just felt a little bit more balanced in terms of what you're trying to do. Having said that, that's not to say the upgraded version is bad. I think maybe I probably could have built it a little bit better, but overall, even the non-budget version is still extremely powerful. You just kind of need to learn to sequence your combo better, and that's something that I need to learn better myself. I'm not the best combo player, but also this is a combo that I wasn't practicing enough with over the past couple nights, so take it for what you will. It's still a great deck overall. I would probably tweak the upgraded version just a little bit more to make it more refined, to make it more focused on a specific win or two versus the non-budget one. Either way, both of them are fun, so definitely check those out. If you want to see the deck lists, of course, I will of course leave those again one more time in the details when I have a little bit more time later today. Now, before we go today, if you've made it this far into the whole stream, thanks again for that support, everybody. You are all my true fiery friends, and because of that, I'll kind of let you know, you can see on screen right now what is to come later on. So we're going to be doing a mono white taxes deck for the next stream, only just because the joke there is April means, especially if you're an American, tax season is upon us. So again, all of us got to deal with taxes. I definitely need to myself. So I figured, you know what, we'll have a fun little taxing deck done to kind of poke fun at that in April. Also because in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be all in on Tarkir Dragonstorm once that debuts next week. So I'm super jazzed about that. I'm already looking at what we can build for that. So that's going to be mostly my focus for the next week or so as we kind of start ramping up for the next set. So I'm super hyped. I'm also working on a commentary video that kind of focuses on what is wrong with red. Don't get me wrong, I actually love playing red decks. And I'm not going to lie though, as much as I enjoy a red deck, red still feels like the weakest color in Magic. So we're going to try to talk about that briefly and address a little bit of red, maybe talk about color theory. Maybe we can also discuss what is the way to kind of help improve red without making you feel too busted, unlike the other colors out there. I'm looking, of course, at you, Blue, but that's a whole nother, again, rant for another video next week. With that, as far as other future decks, most of the other future decks I have here that I haven't shown off yet, it's mostly just been kind of on the back burner because at this point, we're so close to Tarkir, I figured we might as well just wait for Tarkir, and we'll kind of circle back to some of these decks I've kind of have sitting, waiting in the wings, if you will. So hang in there, don't worry. Some of our decks, like our cycling deck and everything, will be coming out eventually at some point later this year. But otherwise, that's pretty much it, everybody. Thank you one more time to everybody that did show up today. I appreciate the raid that we got earlier. Really, I'm happy with that one. Was it Hamhawks was the one that raided us with the party of 49? Thanks again for joining us, everybody. Even if you weren't chatting, I still appreciate you just hanging out with us today. As always in the chat, Den Splenda, thanks again for joining us. Also, Michael Hyde, I saw you earlier today. Lord Bermere, appreciate you guys all being here. Lapon, if you're still there from Germany, thanks again for chiming in for us for today. And again, even some of you that are just popping in here and there, Jahama71, same thing again, shout out to you as well. And then for those of you that are seeing on other platforms, I do apologize if I don't see your names on here, but if anybody I can see your names, I will still give a shout out for. So Cookie, I know I saw you earlier on Instagram, I know you're gone, but thanks again for popping in. Over on Instagram there I see Jiraj Koltan, thanks again as well. And Cryptic Canoli, thanks again for that. If I butchered your names, I apologize, but I try to get everybody as best I can. But otherwise, that is the whole stream for you, everybody, today. Have a wonderful week. We are looking forward to Tarkir Dragonstorm, but we will definitely see you again, possibly on Friday for our next deck tech. But until then, have a wonderful week, everybody. Enjoy the midweek Magic event that's coming out in a little bit, and we will again see you again next time. But before we go, as always, just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We will see you on Friday, everybody. Later.